In everyone's life, there comes a moment when school is about to end and you are just about to turn 18. At this point, you need to start thinking about how you want to live your life, where to study, and where to work alongside that. Parents gently hint that it's time to become independent, to move out, and live on your own since you are no longer a child. This can trigger feelings of panic and discomfort as you wonder how to live, how to find an apartment, and how to pay for utilities. It is at this moment that true responsibility begins. Initially, this may seem daunting because it requires stepping out of your comfort zone and putting yourself in unfamiliar situations. Until now, others, parents, school, society, have made decisions for us, but now we have to do everything ourselves. Hey everybody, you're on Minecraft, bro, and by the title of this video, you've already realized that we're going to talk about responsibility and why it's not a reason to be afraid and why it's just the beginning of your life. Let's move on to the video itself. I want to highlight that we will discuss the responsibility that one must take on when you start living independently. When we hear the word responsibility, the first thing that comes to mind is living in a separate apartment and managing things. However, in reality, we start taking on responsibility as early as childhood. For example, when parents leave for a few hours and ask you to stay home to feed the fish. This may seem like a simple task, but at that moment, it was your first experience of responsibility, taking care of someone else. As I said, this is the first step towards true independence. Next, in school, we also had to be responsible for homework, projects, and grades. Each time we completed these tasks, we learned to be responsible. And even if it didn't seem significant at the time, over time we realized that these little things shape our experience. Today, we will talk about the moment when you turn 18 to 19 years old, and the question arises of which apartment to move into and how to start an independent life. This can be quite challenging, especially if you haven't faced such tasks before. Many questions arise: how to cook something, where to go if something breaks, and so on. It's normal not to know everything, not to have certain skills, and to make mistakes. For example, you might overpay for something or miscalculate your budget. I remember when I first moved into an apartment, I didn't even know how to turn on the light using the switch. If you think you don't have enough knowledge for independent living, remember my case and laugh. It's important to understand that everything comes with experience. No one becomes a master of independent living from day one. It's a learning process that takes time. Start with small things and gradually get used to new responsibilities. Over time, everything will become easier, and things that once seemed difficult will become a habit. Another important point: don't hesitate to ask for help. If you have understanding parents, they will be happy to assist you. Don't be afraid to ask even the simplest questions, like how to start the washing machine. It's better to ask again than to ruin your clothes. I also recommend sharing your experiences with friends and family. Remember, everyone has faced similar situations. It's completely normal to feel nervous and not know what to do. But in the end, everything gets resolved. Fortunately, technology is advancing, and you can find a solution to almost any problem online. Just Google the information you need. If you don't know how to cook, watch a recipe on YouTube. If you don't know how to pay utility bills, there are plenty of videos with step-by-step instructions. In general, you understand everything perfectly, and the potential of the internet is truly vast. I won't go into detail about all this because I'm sure you understand it yourself. The main thing to remember is that this is your unique journey. Yes, there may be mistakes and failures, and that's completely normal. The most valuable part of this process is the experience you gain. You learn from your mistakes, find new ways to solve problems, and become more independent and self-confident. Every small step on this path makes you stronger. Don't be afraid to change your plans. Many people think they are at a point of no return, but that's not true. I'm talking about everyday matters, not serious losses that truly cannot be reversed. For example, if you enroll in a university and realize in your second year that it's not the right field for you, just choose another major or even another university. If changing your course seems too difficult, it might mean you as unhappy in your current one as you think. Any changes are not a failure, but a new opportunity to learn something new. Even if things don't go as planned, it's not the end of the world. Living in a world where everything always works out would be boring. Achievements lose their significance without challenges. It's like playing a game where you always win effortlessly. It's not interesting, right? Our journey is like passing through levels, and new stage brings new challenges and opportunities. Even if you feel like you've lost somewhere, that's no reason to stop or go backward. Don't be too hard on yourself. Use it as motivation to improve and prove to everyone that you can do it all. Don't criticize yourself. Treat yourself with the same support you would give a friend in a tough situation. If something doesn't work out the first time, it doesn't mean you can't succeed. It means you need to try again, perhaps changing your approach. Finally, enjoy everything, even the negative experiences. Don't be sad if something doesn't work out. Every failure is part of your growth and learning. It makes you wiser and more confident. These challenges shape us into who we are. So don't be afraid of mistakes and failures. See them as part of your unique path. Smile even when things don't go according to plan. And keep in mind the image of successfully accomplishing all your goals while maintaining a positive mindset. Well, that's pretty much it, man. I know the podcast was a little short, but in my opinion, I think it's as heartwarming as possible. I hope it was good for you too. That's why it's on there. You can subscribe to the channel and like it, Minecraft Bro channel, and we'll be with you again.